So guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be chatting about this team of the group stage Roberto Firmino card. Now, about a week ago I uploaded a video which was team of the group stage predictions, and I included Firmino but I left out Mohamed Salah, and I got loads of stick for it. And, you know, look what happened today. I got those predictions spot on, and I'm sure we will see a special Salah card next week in the form of a Player of the Month card. But for now, we do have a very nice looking team of the group stage, Roberto Firmino. And just before we talk about this card, if you could leave a like on the video, that would be very much appreciated. And comment below which other players from the team of the group stage you would like to see me do a player review on. So we'll start with the card comparison, and the main upgrades came in the form of the +4s on his shooting and passing, and also obviously it was very pleasing to see his already high dribbling get boosted even more too. Moving on then to the in-game stats, and let's discuss some of the more eye-catching attributes. So which one stood out? Well, we've got 90 dribbling, that is pretty awesome. 88 positioning too, that's another great stat. And then we've got 87 finishing, which is pretty good. 89 stamina, that obviously is a pretty big positive, especially for those games that are pretty tight, and it's good to have Firmino still being able to run quite a bit in the latter stages of the games. He's got 87 short passing and 78 long passing, and those are some very good stats for a striker to have passing wise. In fact, those are good stats for any kind of forward to have, and we will discuss his passing definitely later on in the video. The last one I want to mention is the 80 composure, which isn't a bad stat, but you'll see in the upcoming clips, in game his composure didn't seem that great. So straight away, I'm just going to come out and say this is something I'd normally say in the summary, but I don't think this team of the group stage Firmino comes close to the elite strikers in the game, not even close. He just seems to lack that killer edge. Obviously he doesn't have that breakaway pace, his strength in game isn't amazing, and he just isn't as clinical as many other forwards. However, I think he could fit into teams better, not as a striker, but as a centre forward or a cam, because on the ball, dribbling wise, he's fantastic, and his passing is very, very good, and his long shots, they're not too bad either. So if you do try this guy, and maybe he's not performing too well at striker, move him back a bit and try him at centre forward or cam. Positionally, Firmino was great. That's one thing you'll see a lot of in the footage, him making good runs, getting in behind the defence and creating good chances that sometimes he took and scored, but sometimes, as you'll see, he did lack that end product. And like I said during the stats bit, his in-game composure did not seem as good as his attributes suggest. I really liked having this card just on the ball because he just felt like a really good false nine just in behind the forwards. He was really good at picking up the ball deep, holding it up and then laying off that killer pass. Aerially, he can be a threat too. He's 5'11", but he's got 84 jumping, and he did win a fair share of aerial battles for me. The strength of 78, it did seem a bit inconsistent to be honest. In one game from memory, I remember him battling really well with Aurier, who's pretty strong. But in the next game, he was just getting dominated by Miranda, who's a centre-back who is very good defensively, but physically isn't that great. So let's head into the summary with some key points. We'll talk about some pros and some cons. So, let's start with the pros. The positives. On the ball, he's brilliant. Really good at dribbling, he can pass well, and I thought his positioning was great. The cons, he just seems to lack that killer edge with his pace, with his strength, and with his finishing at times, which was a bit of a shame really, because he gets into some really good positions, but sometimes the finish just isn't there. But one thing I want to say is, however negative as this all sounds, this does not mean that he's a bad striker, because he's a good forward option, he's just not a great one. And we want really good players who are going to play really, really well in weekend league, but I don't feel that Firmino as a striker is that top weekend quality. And another thing I have to consider is his price. He's currently just under 200k. He is not worth 200k because he's not that much better than his non-inform in my opinion. So do I advise picking him up at the current point? No, I'd definitely wait for him to drop in price, and if he does drop in price, I don't recommend him as a striker. I recommend him more as a centre forward or cam. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the brand new team of the group stage Roberto Firmino card. I hope you've enjoyed this player review. If you have, please remember to leave a like on it, comment below who you want me to review next, and also let me know if you've tried this guy and how he was for you. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next one.